Sean is the CEO over at Cart in Cloud. How are you, sir?
I am good, Kevin. It is always great to see you at Manifest.
Good to see you too. Here, come in a little closer to the microphone. There we go.
Yep.
Always good to see you, definitely. So for people that aren't familiar, give us like a little bit of scoop on Cart in Cloud.
Absolutely. I feel like I should make you do it. You've heard it enough times now, but see if you can still remember it. But maybe next year.
We can do that.
So Cart in Cloud, we're a warehouse and transport management software company targeting basically building software for third-party logistics businesses. So really focused on the small to medium to sort of mid-market enterprise, 3PL warehousing space, and asset-based last-mile transport, and being able to provide both of those solutions in the one system. For us, it's really about ease of use and flexibility to make sure that these businesses have the software that allows them to do whatever they need to do as a business. It doesn't sort of lock them into sort of one workflow or one sort of ICP. And then also providing, I guess, like all of the support that goes along with that to make sure that they're successful with the software. Really ease of use, flexibility to help them grow their business, make more money, do whatever it is they want to do, take a holiday, whatever it is that they're trying to achieve.
That's true. I'm sure there's some like business owners out there that are like, I just want to take a holiday.
Yeah, they're just like, hey, I actually I need my business to be able to run without me. So hey, it's whatever helps them.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned there that your target is kind of small to medium-sized business, right? So for that segment of the market right now, what's really kind of top of mind for them at the moment?
Yeah, it's a great question. I'll be honest, what's top of mind for them is a lot of the uncertainty that's coming out of the sort of ever-changing sort of geopolitical spectrum with tariffs. It's obviously a lot of tariffs, but it's really just the latest disruption, whether that was sort of our freight recession that was or wasn't, depending on who you talk to before that, whether it's geopolitical, environmental, economic, it's just the latest kind of wave of uncertainty that's coming to the industry. This one's obviously come in with a little bit less notice than maybe what logistics is used to getting.
That was pretty quick.
And I think then also we got another 30 days to try and work out if and what is happening there. But to be honest, that's what's top of mind for our customers, and we understand that obviously that's a massive issue that's going out across supply chains. That's not just an issue for logistics software companies to sort of try and sort of pretend that that's all about the WMS, right? But for our customers, what's top of mind for them is hey, what the heck's happening? What does this mean for us? What are we going to do about it? If I have a warehouse that's been focused on cross-border freight movements, all of a sudden, I might be looking for 60% of my warehouse to be filled up next week, and so I've got to be able to pivot, and I've got to know what I can do, what I can take on, what I can say yes to. So really it's probably working with customers to help them navigate whatever that looks like in their business. Some of our customers are in industries that have already essentially onshored most of the warehousing, and so they're doing that last mile fulfillment or 3PL warehousing for someone who's supply chain based in America. It's a storm in a teacup for those guys. It's business as usual essentially. If you're doing, e-commerce fulfillment out of, Chinese drop shipping, it's a crazy time.
It's a little dicey right now.
A little dicey,
Yeah, so tell us from a WMS perspective then, because you do see where companies are like, oh, am I going to have to, start fulfilling more, domestically in the U.S., right? And then, that could mean that, oh, maybe I do have a location, I'm just going to have to utilize more of that space, or maybe I have to get a whole other location, right?
Yeah.
So from a system perspective, on the WMS side, how do you kind of make that transition easy, right? Because we mentioned that these timelines are like they're moving rapidly, right? It's not so easy to just pick up a warehouse and put it somewhere else. Yeah.
No, we're still working on that. But probably one of the things that's always helped us is that we can sort of get our customers up and running in a couple of hours. So a new customer comes to us, they're up and running in sort of 4 to 6 hours of implementation. And what that means is that when that same customer goes through a change in their operation, we're able to help them navigate that pretty quickly. The software doesn't become a limiting factor on their ability to respond. So what does that mean for a software vendor who's a part of this network? It's helping them be able to respond to customer, changes in customer requirements quickly. That's, we do a lot of work around integrations, customer integrations for customers, being able to kind of quickly turn those around, help them be able to, start taking on work from a totally different part of the business for their customer. Whether that's shipping with a different provider because for whatever reason that provider is maybe no longer available to them, or like you say, setting up new facilities, or just new fulfillment models within the one facility. might be shifting from parcel e-com fulfillment to DG in one scenario, but making sure that they can kind of get from there on a Thursday to fulfilling the orders or taking stock into the warehouse on a Monday, which has kept us pretty busy, but obviously it's kept them busier trying to work out how they're going to navigate that as well. So really for us it's flexibility, making sure that they've got integrations is a huge part of it, and then the customer support around that to help them get up and running in a couple of hours of whatever it is they're trying to do now.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think it's going to be so critical, right? Like, how do I, just stand up an operation overnight, in some cases, maybe, right? Potentially, or within, a couple weeks, and I've done that a couple times myself. It's no easy feat or task.
We had a customer involved in cross-border who signed up on a Thursday, had to be picking on a Monday about 2,000 units a day, and we were able to get that done.
Nice.
We prefer a little bit more time, just in case anyone's listening. Just a little bit more time makes our life easier, but it's nice to know that you can still kind of flex to get there if you need to.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're at Manifest here, right? And obviously around Manifest we see a ton of different technology, innovation, all types of things like that. So tell us a little bit from Carton Cloud's perspective. Like, how do you see the landscape of technology? Are you guys looking to implement or embrace any AI within what you're doing? Tell us a little bit about where you stand.
Absolutely. Obviously AI has been a huge topic for the last 12, 18 months in anything in and around tech. We've been doing a lot of work to incorporate AI into what we do. There's probably two streams for us, and one of them is really making sure that internally we're utilizing AI and we're exhibiting all the best practice that we can to allow us to basically do more, to be able to be more efficient, and that allows us to provide more for our customers. Obviously it helps us become more efficient, but also make sure that we are kind of, when we're designing any AI into our software for our customers, that we're also first-hand experienced in incorporating AI into our own organization. So we've been, very, very focused on AI internally to give us, we're probably getting a pretty good efficiency tick in sort of our development team, which allows us obviously to put more software out into the wild for our customers. But internally, we also view AI as an enabler for us to spend more time with our customers. So we haven't been sort of going strategically down the pathway of trying to put an AI chatbot in front of our customers when they're trying to get support. They have access to that if they want it, but we're still basically using it to enable us to get our customer success team to be able to spend more time with customers and not do repetitive stuff internally. So that's been a big thing for us, and that's helped us to also identify opportunities for our customers where they can be incorporating AI, because we're obviously trying to implement these tools so we know where they are and they aren't up to. It's very easy to read the marketing buzz or watch a couple of YouTube videos and go, great, I can run my whole company on AI now. It's probably not quite there, but it depends on what you do. But for us, it's also obviously incorporating it into the software. A couple of big areas that we're seeing that is obviously around integrations, being able to kind of give our customers access to kind of AI-powered custom integrations so that they can essentially, connect into other systems, enable them to build out their network of data and connections to customers using AI. It's a very good application. We have a huge amount of data that we've been training models on to help us, give our customers access to best practice, and then obviously reporting and exception handling, being able to incorporate that AI or ML stuff into the way our customers can assess their own business. One of the things about sort of selling and supporting SMBs is that they don't have an in-house IT team or AI team, so they're really looking at us to help them get the tools they need to be able to do that. And then finally for us, our future vision of the WMS and the software architecture is around basically being able to give our customers access to like an AI configuration tool, so they can customize their own software using AI and start getting away from some of the checkboxes and stuff that we all we all kind of value and appreciate when we need this specific workflow. But being able to incorporate AI into the actual core of our software, so that if they want to do something completely different, that they can actually go and use AI to configure that within the software. So that's a really exciting, kind of forward-looking vision for us. I think that's where we're going to start to see a lot more coming out in the second half of the year, but making sure that we break it down into crawl, walk and run, so our customers are getting value today and they're getting more and more value over the rest of the year as well. We're not the only ones actually doing anything with AI, surprisingly. So.
Oh really? I hadn't heard that.
Yeah.
No, no. I mean, I think you have to touch on it because it's you do see so many companies now. It's .ai,
I think,
.ai.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
if I was I mean, we do this with our own software vendors, right? Like we are a software company. We also buy a lot of software, and any of our customers or any of our vendors that are not incorporating AI into what they're doing, we're reviewing to make sure that they're the right vendor for us long term. So we would hold ourselves to the same standard. And there's some fantastic other companies here that are doing some cool stuff with AI. And I think ultimately it's good for the consumers. They're going to end up with better software at a more affordable price point. So
yeah, maybe a little less headaches too, right? Yeah.
I mean, it'll just be
Be
the next.
new
It'll be the new headaches, right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
it won't be. Yeah, it won't be tech related. So
Yeah, definitely. And I'm curious too. I mean, because you guys are focused on small and medium-sized business, as you said, and we talked about here. We talked a little bit about the AI side, but we do see a decent amount of robotics here at the show and just in general as well. I mean, are you seeing where some of your customers are interested in that, and they're asking you like, how can we integrate some things like that? What does that landscape look like?
It's certainly coming up a lot.
Yeah.
I think there's still either a deployment or an affordability sort of hurdle for that robotics to kind of get into the SMB mid-market space. But we are seeing more and more of our customers incorporating parts of the automation that's available into their workflow. For us as a vendor, one of the things we've always been strong at is the ability to kind of customize our software, but also create kind of custom integrations. So it's usually a pretty straightforward process for us to incorporate these systems for our customers. But the reality is for these guys, it is about trying to find the right solution that helps them save money and operate more efficiently. But it's coming very quickly, and every year it's cooler and cooler to see the stuff that people are coming here.
Crazier and crazier, yeah.
Yeah. So it's certainly we're lucky. I think that by being forward capable around integrations, it's an easy curve for us to kind of support our customers up. But it's really on the vendors to continue to kind of make better and better stuff to get down into the SMB space.
Yeah, absolutely. So very interesting to get your perspectives and also get some of that insight too, in like the smaller to medium sized business. That's what they're up to and what they're thinking about too as well. Because I think they're really they make up a large segment of the industry, right? And they need to get love too. I think
that's what we're here for, man.
Yeah,
So,
I know that's what you guys do. Yeah.
Those top 100, like we'll get to them one day, but the other 15,000, that's what we. That's why I get out of bed in the morning to go and help those guys. They're also much nicer to deal with if anyone's watching. So
There you go. So Sean, really appreciate you coming by the booth and talking to us today. If people want to learn more about Carton Cloud and maybe they're an SMB and they want to give you another reason to get out of bed in the morning, what's the best way to learn more information?
Best thing is to hit the website cartoncloud.com. We've got a bunch of great information up there, a lot of case studies, but reach out and talk to one of our team. We spend the time trying to understand what our customers are looking for, and then if we can help them, then we'd be more than happy to. So cartoncloud.com and get in touch with us from there.
All right, awesome. Well,
amazing.
Pleasure to have you. Always good to see you.
Always, Kevin.
Definitely. Thanks so much for stopping by. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's video here on our YouTube channel, The New Warehouse Podcast, and I appreciate you tuning in. If you liked what you saw, make sure you subscribe to our channel, and if you like this video in particular, make sure you like it as well. And if you want to get this great t-shirt that you see in the video behind me, Warehouses Are Sexy, head to warehousesAreSexy.com and get your own.